Hello everybody, welcome to another lesson in mathematics. We're dealing with quadratic equations where our leading coefficient is greater than 1. We are still solving by factorization. We have our first question here, 2x squared minus 11x plus 5 equals 0. So as always, our first step, we have to label our a. The a is the coefficient of x squared, and that is 2. Our b, the coefficient of x, that's negative 11, and our c, which is our constant, which is 15, right? Same steps. Step 2, you're going to say a times c, that's, our c equals 5, not negative, not 15. A times c, that's going to be 2 times 5, that gives us 10. All right, then we have to look for two factors, all right, so that when we add them, they give us negative 11, and when we multiply them, they give us 10. So those two factors are going to be 1 and 10. Let's make 1 negative and this 10 negative. Negative 1 times negative 10, that gives us positive 10. Negative 1 plus negative 10, that gives us negative 11. So our two factors suit the condition. Now this is where it differs from the quadratic equation where the leading coefficient is 1. It's because we're going to split our b term, this b term here. We're going to split it. So this negative 1 becomes negative 1x. This negative 10 becomes negative 10x. So our quadratic equation looks like this now. 2x squared minus negative 1x, all right, minus negative 10x plus 5 equals 0, right? We have split our b term here, right? Now, how you arrange these terms matters. Sometimes the way you rearrange them, you may not be able to factorize. So if that way doesn't work, try just to rearrange them, right? So here we're going to break it down like this. We've got two expressions here, all right? Let's factorize each. The common factor here between for 2x squared minus 1x is x. Our common factor is x. So I'm going to say 2x squared divided by x, that is 2. Negative 1x divided by x, that is negative 1. We have 2x here minus 1. All right, then we say minus, all right, this minus side. 10x and 5x, we have got our common factor is 5, so we put our common factor here, 5, right? 10x divided by 5, or we say 10x divided by, yes, negative 10x divided by 5, that gives us 2x. Then 5 divided by negative 5, that gives us 1, equals 0, all right? Then we can now factorize. So we have x minus 5 and 2x minus 1 equals 0. And therefore, x equals 5, or let's say 2x minus x equals 1, positive 1, or x equals 1 over 2. All right, we go to our next question here. All right, 2x squared plus 5x plus 2 equals 0. Again, we list our a, which is going to be 2. Our b, coefficient of x is 5. Our c, coefficient of the constant is 2. Right? Step 2, we're going to say a times c, that equals 2 times 2, that gives us 4. We look for two factors of 4. When you multiply them, they should give you 4, and when you add them, they should give you 5. Those two factors of 4 are 1 and 4. 1 times 4, 4. 1 plus 4, 5. So we are going to have to split our b term here, as we did earlier on. So it's 2x squared plus, so this 1 becomes 1x, and this 4 becomes 4x, plus 4x plus 2. Right, now we can separate them and we factorize. 2x squared plus 1x, our common factor is x. 2x squared divided by x, that gives us 2x. 1x divided by x, that gives us 1. Here our common factor, 4x plus 2, our common factor is 2, so we say plus 2. 4x divided by 2, that gives us 2x. 2 divided by 2, that is 1 plus 1 equals 0. So we have x plus 2, well, 2x plus 1 equals 0. So therefore, I'm going to say x equals -2, or, so we have 2x plus 1 equals 0, 2x equals -1. Get our value of x, we divide both sides by 2, x equals -half. So x is going to equal -2 or -half. Right? So that's how you factorize quadratic equations where the leading coefficient is greater than 1.